Hello everyone, greetings from Chateau Bouffemont. I'm Sarp, your manager here at the Chateau and your host on these weekly Instagram sessions live on Instagram Let's Talk Weddings. Welcome to our channel. I wanted to take a minute and thank you, every one of you, be it here on Instagram during these live sessions or you're watching this video later on maybe on YouTube or simply scrolling through our blog on the website. Thank you for your amazing support, viewership and enthusiasm you shared for this Let's Talk Weddings series. With the global lockdown during the past 3 months, we wanted to find a way to keep our relationship ongoing with you. We wanted to be an inspiration for those looking for ideas and also play our role as a useful source of information in the weddings and events industry. We came up with these interview sessions and it has been a blast and a really fun ride. Every week on Thursday, we've been speaking with different vendors and professionals from the industry. They gave their insight into planning a wedding with lots of useful tips. Today, this is the final episode of our Let's Talk Wedding series, but don't worry, we will be back with different concepts to follow, with activities picking up slowly. So with many countries across Europe getting ready to open up their borders and government announcements encouraging traveling starting from July, we will see. We thought this could be a good opportunity to invite a guest who can share a fresh perspective and useful information about planning a vacation. Today we have the founder of SacreBleu, a Paris-based agency specialized in personal assistance and unique experiences in Paris and its surroundings, and of course a long-time partner of Chateau Bouffemont. We have Stéphanie Boutet-Fajol joining in today. She will tell us all about French gastronomy, art, culture and so many things that our City of Lights has to offer. Hello Stéphanie!
Hello Sab, how are you?
I'm great, how are you? Great to see you today.
Oh, I'm very happy, now Paris has reopened everything, so we feel free.
That's true. It's been a few months. Now we are back once again and I hope things are well with you and you've been well during the isolation period.
It's been very tough for everyone, I think, and especially for women with kids. But we managed everything and we're good. And the most important thing is that anyone got sick, so it's the most important thing in my opinion.
Oh, that's great. So you find your way to keep yourself busy. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us who you are?
Sure. So I'm Stéphanie Boutet-Fajol. I run SacreBleu Paris. It's a little DMC agency. It's an agency who's taking care of distinguished travelers who are traveling to Paris and its nearby regions. And we organize all the schedules from the pickup airport to the all activities and the restaurants and everything. So this is what we do since 5 years, and it's been a very good business. We love our clients, and now we can't wait them back.
So what is your specialty, you would say? What's the one thing that you love doing and the heart of your agency?
It begins from actually the very beginning of the trip. Once your clients have booked their plane tickets, they need to know where they're going to stay. So usually they contact the Chateau de Bouffemont and they're going to book the chateau, and either the chateau or either the client, because sometimes it can be both, it depends. We organize their schedule. So they're going to arrive. Is it a family? Is it a couple? Is it friends who are celebrating a birthday? It really depends. So we speak with the client and we organize everything from, I was telling you, the pickup driver at the airport, then the arrival, the dinners. Are you going to eat at Chateau de Bouffemont with a private chef? Are you going to run to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower right away? And then we're going to organize. Is it your first time in Paris? It's not your first time, so we have to organize the visits and not a lot of museums, because you want to enjoy the city, you want to enjoy the chateau as well, because if you're booking Chateau de Bouffemont, you do not want to stay inside the city. It means that you want to relax and enjoy the person with whom you're taking your holidays. So we really have to be very careful about what the clients want.
That sounds awesome. So, of course, with all the things happening, traveling has been enormously reduced, of course, even stopped, we could say. What was the impact of the crisis on your current business, and what are your expectations from the travel industry in the next few months?
You know, we had to shut down everything from the day to the other. So it was a lot of cancellations, but we managed with all our clients because they know us, and we work with a lot of agencies, travel agencies in the US, but also with like you, SARP, at the Château de Bouffémont, and we organize credits. So we know that our clients, if they didn't come, they're not coming this year, they're coming next year. So we already have an agenda for next year. The travel industry has been very impacted. It's hard for a lot of people. Luckily, the company has enough assets to hold on the time that our clients are coming back. The next few months will be decisive regarding the borders, and not only the European borders inside with European travelers, but also Americans and Australians and Canadians. But as I can see right now, is that it's going faster than it was expected. Before, I was thinking they would open the borders September, October, and it seems that they're going to be a bit faster because they need it to be. And we have clients who want to travel, and strangely, they don't fear about taking the flights. So let's do it.
That's awesome. Well, if I were to ask you two top tips or suggestions for people who had to reschedule their vacations and travels from a practical perspective, what would you say?
From practical perspective, we need to be very safe when it comes to traveling. You do not book online on a website something. You need a good a person who's behind the computer to understand what you want to do. When it's SAP behind, when we book something with SAP, we know that we can adjust. When you book with me, you know that you can adjust, and it's really important. When you book with me as well, you need the same guide, you need the same driver. It's really important because you feel safe, and it will be it's more than high-end traveling. It's not even luxury. It's about a jump it's a leap of faith. You trust the person with whom you're going to be on holidays, because you cannot fear all the time when you're traveling. So there is SAP. I need your help about something. Stephanie, I need your help, and we are here. And in this, like this, we can organize something safe and amazing for the clients.
That sounds awesome. So let's talk about travels. And you already kicked it off, activities for groups and with Paris, but also in the Paris region as a destination. What is the best time of the year for travel to Paris?
Normally it's now. It's April, May and June. I would tell you that August, most of the time everything is closed, but we don't know yet for this year because it may be open because of the COVID. September is the best period, honestly, September and October, because the weather is fine. It's not too hot like we had last week, and it's an amazing time because you can go to Paris without feeling very like, oh, it's too hot. You can still enjoy your terrace like we have right now, and visit all the regions around it, and you can still have a dinner outside at Château de Bouffémont. You can enjoy inside and outside.
Yes, of course. So we are waiting for all those guests with open arms. I hope those days come very soon. So whether it's a wedding or a birthday, what are the most important things to keep in mind while arranging a family and friends vacation around a celebration?
really important to listen to the bride. And let me tell you, I got married abroad, so I know how it is to organize your wedding outside, and it's so stressful. You need someone to organize, of course, your wedding planner. You need someone to organize the trip for the family, because you cannot put the stress on the bride to organize the visits and everything. Give that to someone else. They will enjoy, and you will have the time to organize everything for you and the groom and your best friends if you want to organize something. You need when it's a celebration, you need help, and with professionals that know each other. It's really important, because even if we have separate companies, we work together and we know each other. So we have to trust the people and work as a team. So it's really important, and we need to know everything about you. And I know it seems crazy, but we are there for you. So when it's a celebration, even if it's a birthday, we need to know what you like. We need to know if you would like to get out every day, if you want to stay inside and organize everything at the chateau. So we are here to organize and to relieve when there is a group, to relieve the pressure of the group, and not, I want to go to that restaurant. I want to go. Okay, don't bother the bride.
Okay, that's great. And you said the person who's organizing, so let's say host. As a host, what is the top thing to consider if you want to make sure that all our guests are well entertained over a few days?
Well, Sap, it's really important to consider a lot of things, including all the people who are in your group. So when I create my bespoke schedules, it's going to take care in consideration, is it your first time in Paris? Do you have old people? Do you have a grandmother who wants to go to a bar because she went to that bar 10 years ago with her husband? You have kids, so you have to organize things considering that they need some activities. If you have teenagers, you need to entertain them as well. So you need to contact SAP or myself and tell yourself, okay, what can I do during that week? What is the first thing that I need to organize? How many drivers do I need? If a part of the group doesn't want to visit museums because they're scared of COVID, they already went to Paris. You have a part of the group who visited Paris and the other is the first time. So we can organize, and we have to think always about people. And if it's important for even for a couple, they're two, and the husband wants to go to have a cigar at some point during the week, and the bride wants to have a spa. Where does she go? How do we organize it during the week? She will have time or not? We have to take care of consideration about a lot of things. You just give us all the informations, and we will ask you a lot of things as well. And we organize and we present you something that is the most accurate, but it's gonna be very bespoke.
Okay, that sounds great. And let's talk about Paris and the region. What excursions and activities are your favorites, please?
When you have groups, it's really important to find the places where they accept the group and not dividing in 3 or 4. So most of the time, we make the touristy things the 2 first days. The first 2 days, like that, it's done. So you visit the Eiffel Tower. You make a city tour of Paris, because you need to do it and you need to take all those photos. You won't have the time after to do it. So the first 2 days, you do it, and then we organize. It's gonna be a museum in the morning, an amazing lunch with your group, and then in the afternoon, usually it's an activity. It takes in consideration the age of the group or what they're willing to do. do they want to go to Montmartre and have a glass of champagne? Do they want to make a sidecar tour? Do they want to make a food tour? Because you have some people who just want to eat in Paris, and let me tell you, after 2 days, they don't want to eat anymore. But do they want to cook? Do they want to visit with a guide? Do they want just to stroll in the streets? So this is how we can organize. We most of the time, the top things to do is a city tour, visit Eiffel Tower, 2 museums at the maximum. If we have the time, we go to Versailles and it's amazing. We can make exclusive visits. It really depends. And after that, it's activities. And we do not bother people going to museums morning and afternoon. It's the most important thing. We need to enjoy Paris.
We are now back at the chateau. What type of activities would be good to organize on site?
Well, we already organize things at the chateau, and it really depends. It could be while the men are doing a wine tasting, women could do a flower class. We could do for everyone a champagne tasting. We could do a cognac tasting as well. We could organize a lot of activities in the garden, because when it's summertime, it's so nice to organize something, especially for the kids. And like that, you have the time to rest while we take care of the kids, which is which is a very good idea. Let me tell you, if you visited the whole day Paris, there are different things to organize, of course.
So you gave so many beautiful examples and so many good suggestions. So let's put them in a summary. And what's the perfect itinerary or the most amazing thing that you have ever planned for a group of clients?
It really depends on the group and the people who want what kind of experience they want to do. Sometimes it's just a family and they want to have a private dinner facing the Eiffel Tower. It can be a celebrity that we had last year, and we shut down the Louvre, and it was him with his wife and the kids and the grandmother, and they enjoyed the Louvre without anyone. Let me tell you, it's the best experience ever. And to be honest with you, when you have a big group at Château de Bouffémont, I really think we can organize it, because splitting the cost would be very interesting and would be totally COVID-free.
So you gave us again so much inspirations. It keeps me so much pumped that I would like to get back to it right away. So you already talked about it, but what are your comments on the future of travel? Anything you'd like to add up onto those into our future?
I think we need to be patient, because people want to visit and want to travel. They are just waiting for the right moment. They're waiting for the borders to open. They need a good travel agent, or they need a good person to help them, like you, Sarp, like me. And they need to trust the person with whom they're going to travel. That's what I was saying. It's safety first and luxury. Luxury, but not in a sense of high-end, and it's a luxury because we are taking care of the people, and we know that they're going to have to enjoy their time. You cannot have the stress while traveling right now. So we have to be patient, because people are going to come back, and when they will come back, we need to be ready, because 2021 will be intense and 2022 will be crazy. That's what I think.
Yes, that sounds great. These things will bring us even closer to each other. The travel industry even better than it was before. That is awesome, Stéphanie.
Thank you so much, Sarp, for inviting me. It's always a pleasure to see you.
So I will see you soon, and I wish you a great evening, Stéphanie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, mixed feelings. Excited and yet sad to say goodbye to you today. Thank you once again for your support and interest. Hope this was all fun for you too. We will see you very soon, whatever format it might be, but rest assured we will be back. Stay safe everyone. Goodbye.